So let us all sit comfortably in any seated meditative posture. For those who've been doing yoga regularly, and don't get worried and overwhelmed because I'm into a lotus pose or Padmasana. I'm going to give you all options for any impediments that you may face or any problems that you may have with your knees or back or otherwise. Yeah. So each of us gets into a comfortable seated posture, preferably the lotus pose. So for those of us who want to sit in a lotus pose, we just sit in a normal cross-legged Sukhasana position. Bring one ankle on top of the other thigh. And then, if it is a little challenging to put the other leg up, cradle it like a baby and then bring it up. Cradle it like a baby and then bring it up. A complete contraindication for those who have been through kneecap surgeries. They will not sit down on the floor. They will not sit cross-legged. They will sit on the chair as instructed to them or with straight legs. So how will they sit? They will sit if they can sit on the floor with straight legs or on the chair. Okay. As we get comfortable in any meditative seated posture, with the spine upright, back of the head in line with the spine, shoulders braced back, eyes gently closed. We bring our hands in chin mudra where the index fingertip touches the thumb tip. And the other three fingers are open to face the ceiling because we're going to rest our wrists on our knees. Same can be done with straight legs on a bed or sitting on a chair. We take our awareness on our breath to check, are we breathing or is breath just happening? See if there is a difference between these two phrases. Between one breath in and one breath out is life. So we need to check before we start brushing up on our pranayama. Are we breathing or is breath just happening? And this awareness will come by consciously taking awareness on cool air going into the nostrils and warm air coming out if you focus your awareness there. So expect silence from my end for a minute and a half. We start with Kapalbhati now, the first one that we have done. It's not in the pranayam category, something brilliant, something beautiful introduced to us by Ramdev Baba. Active exhalations where the abdomen moves in and passive inhalations will happen effortlessly. This is how it goes. Please continue Kapalbhati in any seated posture or lying down. Meditative posture, or for those who are bedridden, no problem, can do this lying down. A soundful, noisy exhalation in rhythm. Kapalbhati. As I said the other day, Kapalbhati has unginat benefit. अनगिनत रोगों से मुक्ति. Rog Anusar Yog is what Kapalbhati is. It's a yog which reverses whichever rog you have. Rog Anusar Yog. From motapa, that is obesity, to gas, flatulence, indigestion, constipation, fistula, stones in the gallbladder, kidney, a very active exhalation, passive inhalation. Keep going. If you need to pause, pause, but restart. But if you practice throughout this week and if you have been a regular practitioner, you will not need to pause. You can go up to 900. It has no contraindications if you do the proper Sukshma one, not the very aggressive Sthul one. PCOD, malignancy, infertility, fibroids, fallopian tube problems. One achuk dawa, Kapalbhati, rog anusar yog, asadhya rogo se mukti. Keep going. Bring your breath down to very slow after you have discontinued. Clear that mucus. Work on those headaches and migraines. Work शारीरिक and mental benefits के लिए, physical and mental, मानसिक and शारीरिक. Keep going. Kapalbhati. Bring that keratin back to normal. सब रोगों से मुक्ति. रोगानुसार योग. अक्सर दवा. Balance the chemicals, the secretions. The D3 is the B12. We salute Ramdev Baba for bringing this back to us. It was long forgotten. Now, in order to discontinue, count in a reverse order from 11, 10, 9. Discontinue Kapalbhati to check if your breath has slowed down. As was mentioned to you, the Ayushya of a human being always is predetermined by the number of breaths he is going to take, not by the number of years he will live. So fast breathers, birds and animals, live 5 to 12 years as against slow. Examples were given. So we human beings can choose by doing regular Kapalbhati if we want to increase our lifespan. And we move on now without a break to the second pranayam that we had learned, Ujjayi. Today in Ujjayi, we do from the sthul to the sukshma, from the loud, that is the gross, to the subtle. Let's begin. Gala Swasan. For those of you who've forgotten or doing it for the first time, just run through the videos, the links that I have sent during the week. Move on to a medium, a less gross one, to a more subtle Ujjayi now, to surface those amazing benefits, clearing the mucus and the phlegm from the throat, beautifying the voice, balancing the thyroid secretions. Ujjayi Pranayam. Reversing fears associated with relationships and finances. Last round. And a pause, pausing between pranayams. Kapalbhati was not a pranayam, so we did not pause much. But pausing between pranayams is as important as the pranayam itself for it to be absorbed. For consolidating ourselves. And we now start with the next one that we had learned, one which is called a healthy pranayam, kaki pranayam, copying the crow, getting the lips out in a pout like a beak of a crow, looking down cockeyed at our nose, and breathing by inhaling in, coming back to normal, closing our eyelids and exhaling. If you forgot it, Please watch one round. When you move to the next and the next and the next, don't hurry. You can take a little pause and do. Take pauses in between. Last round. Discontinue Kaki Pranayam. Watch your breath. Consciously take awareness of cool air going up the nostrils, warm air coming down with an uncontrolled breath, which means you're just breathing. Swara Yoga. There is no pranayam happening. To move on to the next one, the very famous, popular elixir of life, Anulom Vilom Pranayam, also called Nadi Shodhan Pranayam when done with retention. Today we are not going to do retention. That's not what we learned because it has some contraindications. Right hand in Nasagraha Mudra, where the index fingertip and the middle fingertip touch the thumb bump in the right hand. Gently put the thumb at the depression of the right nostril. The left hand continues to stay in Nasagra Mudra, rested on your knee. Eyes are closed as you inhale actively from the left nostril and totally fill your lungs. Your rib cage is filled so much that your intercostal muscles come out of the rib cage. Close the left nostril with your ring fingertip and your little fingertip. Lift the thumb. Exhale from the right. Make sure you have not taken any backrest. Please do not support your back on your bed or your chair. Then inhale from the right. Very good. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Exhale from the right. A very controlled way of breathing. Minimum pressure to touch the nostrils. They are so beautiful to touch the nose. We don't want to push them. A gentle head bend in front is allowed, but no chin lock. Avoid retention. For respiratory disorders like asthma, bronchitis, respiratory tract infections, chronic coughs, colds, for vasomotor rhinitis, peptic ulcers, diabetes, colitis, fatigue, both physical and mental. For cardiovascular disorders like angina pectoris, cardiac arrhythmias, hypertension, convalescence from diseases, insomnia, poor memory, poor concentration, and many, many unginnat benefits. Again, the elixir of life. Nadi Shodhan Pranayam, if done with retention, Anulom Vilom Pranayam without. Last round. To move on to abdominal breathing. Inhale, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Simultaneously push the pelvic platform, the anus and the pelvis down and out. Exhale, bring the abdomen and the pelvic platform back to normal. Continue abdominal breathing. Preferably, hands are in chin mudra, index fingertip and thumb tip touching, other three fingers facing the ceiling. They're like we did in the previous pranayams with the left hand, we do now with both hands. Abdominal breathing. Continue. Tone the visceral organs of the abdomen, the liver, the spleen, the pancreas, the gallbladder, the large and small intestines. The stomach. Make sure there is a pace, a rhythm, a resonance. Don't do this too fast. Discontinue abdominal breathing. To start with today's theme and the pranayam with which we ended in the previous turn of pranayam last Saturday, Bhastrika. So we do pranayam infused yogasanas in the Bhastrika which we learned last Saturday, the bellows breath. Sitting comfortably, we interlock fingers behind our head. Elbows are out like wings. This can be done on a chair too. And this is what we had done. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Those who have frozen shoulder situations will not do the hands. They will just do remember not to exhaust yourself at all. Do everything within your own pace. Continue. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Like I said when I had given the talk in Rotary, there are only two rules of breathing in all the 84 lakh postures. Jitni yoni, utne postures. 84 lakh yoni, 84 lakh postures. But only two laws of breathing. Whenever you go towards the gravitational pull, you exhale. When you come away from the gravitational pull, you inhale. When you go away from the center, you exhale. When you come towards the center, you inhale. So we move on to another pranayam infused variation in the same Bhastrika pranayam and in the same posture. Twist, twist. Continue. Vertigo conditions may experience a little dizziness in this. So they have to pause, make it more subtle, more sukshma, or not twist anymore. Discontinue twisting. But use a little force for your exhalations and your inhalation. Excellent. Now let's combine the two. So we do one of lateral, one of twist. Open your eyes and watch me, please. Last 3 sets. Continue on your own, being your own guru. Remember, this is a temporary workshop only for a month given free to us by our president. Later on, we are our own gurus. We have to do it on our own. Excellent. Discontinue the practice and come on all fours by opening up the lotus pose. Even this can be done on a bed. For those who have knee problems and cannot come on all fours, they can go into the plank, which is straight legs. All right? The others will come into Majri Asana. Those who can do neither can also go to a wall like I'm going and stand and do this posture with a push-up if they wish. All right? So, we are going to do the Majri Asana, the cat stretch. And we are going to do Pranayam infused. That's the reason why I was revising today. Inhale in Ujjayi, lift the head, sink the spine. Exhale in Ujjayi, lift the spine, drop the head. Absolutely simple and basic. This has to be very soundful, yeah? You can do this on a bed, no problem. Even on the chair, just go in front and droop the shoulders. It's about the entire vertebral column. From the 5, starting from the coccyx, the 5 sacral, the 5 lumbar, the 12 dorsal, the 7 vertebrae, a cervical, full vertebral column moving up and down in Ujjayi, Gala Swasan. We did a good revision of it today. It's goodbye to back problems if you do regular Majri Asana. Majri means cat, the cat stretch. Pranayam infused, that is Ujjayi infused Yogasana, Majri Asana. Discontinue the practice and come back. As soon as you're back, rest for a few moments in Shashankasan, also called Balasana, which is the rabbit pose or the child's pose. And come back. Drop your hips to any one side and straighten both the legs. Now, if you're sitting on that mat, if you're on a bed, straighten the legs on the bed. If you're on a chair, get a stool there in front of you. An ottoman, nice and long. The phone is ringing. Maybe someone's trying to connect from Rotary. You want to check? Because last time, quite a few could not connect. Just check. Okay, no problem. Bend the knee. Bend the knee. Sorry. So, legs are straight. Right knee bends. Right palm goes behind the left hip. Inhale, lift the left hand up and bring the elbow near the knee. So, you're kicking the knee upright. This is a twist. A first twist that we are doing today after Bhastrika. And we turn. What gallery view? A lot of them are good. Twist well. Twisting is too important. You'd rather go for your daily walks and not do any yogasanas if you're not twisting. Twist well. In this, bring back Ujjayi. The throat breath. Twist well. Shoulder should be parallel to the wall on the side, the right. Yes. return, change sides. Bend the left knee, right hand goes up, elbow behind the knee, and let's twist. If you're on a chair, you can just hold the handle behind or the back, just the edge of the back. You need to twist well. And breathe in Ujjayi. That's right. This is called Marjorie Asana. Stay twisted. And return. Return. Come back inhaling. If you're on a bed, turn and lie on the abdomen. If you're on the mat, again turn and lie on the abdomen. We've done this posture last time. It was the third posture, the cobra, Bhujangasana. Those who have back problems will keep their legs apart, otherwise together, palms on either side of the shoulders, chin off the mat. Inhale, go up. Exhale, come down. If you're a beginner to this, interlock your fingers under the chin and go up. Legs are apart. The cobra. Can be done on a bed too if you can't sit on the floor or the mat. Ujjayi needs to continue. A few sets, 5 to 7. Excellent. And come back. Come back. Now, don't do this next posture with me. First, please watch. Yeah, it's an important posture. Has a few contraindications if it is infused with Kapalbhati. So please watch. We're going down in what is called Parvat Asan, mountain pose, also called downward dog, Adhomukha Shvanasana. Some of you, Malti, Meeta, all of you have been doing yoga regularly. So of course you find this a very basic. Yeah, but we want to stay slow and steady for a lot of others who are trying to get into that gear. Make sure there's equal weight on palms and feet and it's very well distributed. I want each one of you, when you come into this posture, just now you still watch. I want each one of you to experience a beautiful stretch on the top of the calves. And in this, we do a runner's lunge, bending alternate knee to keep on improving our downward dog. Parvatasana with Kapalbhati. Did you all watch this? Please watch this. Then do. One more time, watch. Okay. Now, those who are on a chair, don't go all the way down. Just place your palms on the chair like this. See. Stand. That's the chair seat, right? So just place your palms there and then do it. And those who have knee problem, don't bend those knees. Just stay there and do. Watch this third variation. And those who have blood pressure, hypertensives, who are on medication, do the subtle one, the sukshma one. So you have a no excuse yoga. No excuse pranayam infused asanas. Right? Back problem people can freely do forward bends, no problem. Excellent, Ratan. Yes. Which means even if I'm taking a class of 60 students and each one of them has a certain limitation, they're not wasting their hard-earned time doing nothing. Each one finds their own variation to do something. So you don't take a break and just stare at the other students. You've got to be doing one of those 5 options. Very good. Continue. And now start a count. Last level, 11, 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7. One, and we come back. And that feels brilliant, right? We move on now to a second last posture that we will be doing today, after which there is just one. All right? The second last posture is a lying down posture on your bed again or your mats. We lie down, legs are straight, hands are up at shoulder level. We bend the right knee and place the right foot on the left thigh. And we twist the lower body to the left and the upper body to the right. Now, the most important thing here is we do not lift our right shoulder. Right shoulder is on the mat. And yet the knee has to touch the floor. You will see when I do the other side, the shoulders on the mat. So use your hand to touch the knee on the floor. It's called the Crocodile Twist in the West. Some schools call it Markat Asan. Now, those who have knee problems will keep their heel on their toe and do the same thing. So they don't need to bend the knee. See that? I'm not bending my knee. My heel is on my toe. But twisting is very important. If you look up the website, YogDivine.com, you will realize its title itself is Yoga with a Twist, with a pun on the word twist. Hold. Don't come back. Return inhaling. When you're holding any posture, you have to breathe normally. Return inhaling and change. Make sure you're touching your knee to the floor or the mat or your bed sheet and your shoulder is down. Don't lift that shoulder. Feel a stretch in your armpits, lymph nodes. A fab twist. Knee has to press down on the floor or your bed. It's a must. And I've shown the variation for those who have knee problems. And return. Return inhaling. For the last posture for today. This was a normal breathing posture. Yeah, no pranayam in this. You can breathe in Ujjayi if you wish, but no other pranayam in this. Okay, and the last posture will be, again, please watch, will again be a pranayam infused posture. It's called Ardha Madsendra Asan, and we will be doing Anulom Vilom pranayam in that. So please watch, all right? We sit in Sukhasana. That's a now comfortable, happy seated posture. And then we place our right foot behind our left thigh. I generally do a mirror image, so it's my left leg actually. But I'm giving instructions to you, right foot behind the left thigh. Right knee is pointing the ceiling. Yeah, the abdomen can come in between, and that's the reason why one has to do this posture. It's the most important posture among the 18 daily postures to be done. Ardha Madsendra Asan. I'll give you proper instructions till you're fed up of hearing this, but you've got to do it. And then bring that left elbow behind the right knee and twist totally to the right. Twist very well. See how my palm is going all the way behind the other hip. Now what? There itself, I do Anulom Vilom Pranayam. What? Alternate nostril breathing. All right? I'm repeating the instructions, okay? My left leg is in Sukhasana. Right foot is behind the left thigh. I've twisted completely with my left elbow behind the right knee. My palms have gone back. I've twisted. I've twisted well. I've held the posture for a few seconds. Now I just turn my head to do Anulom Vilom, a very, very crisp, proper Anulom Vilom Pranayam. This way. Each one of you should do it as if there is a photo shoot being taken. Twist well. Do alternate nostril breathing. Make sure your shoulders are parallel to the wall on that side. Very good. Excellent. Uh, the one with the iPhone is doing same knee, same side. The name is not put in 982126117 dot dot dot. You have to do opposite side. Opposite side. So if your right knee is up, you have to do left elbow. If your left knee is up, you have to do right elbow. That's correct. Perfect. You just corrected yourself. Perfect. All right. Now we come back and change sides. Guess what comes in the way in this? A big tummy. The other side. That's how we come into the posture. If left knee is up, twist to the left, keep the right elbow behind the left knee. And start with your Anulom Vilom Pranayam. See, I'm showing you every angle. You can see me. Pranayam, infused yogasanas. You're doing a good job. Wonderful. Tummy comes in between, but then tummy will go with this only. A truckload of benefits, unginat benefits, this one. First of all, Anulom Vilom Pranayam itself, you know, elixir of life, as we said. And then a twisting posture, Ardha Madsendra Asana, which in Hatha Yoga Pradipika is mentioned as a daily posture. Continue twisting, stay in the posture, breathe in Anulom Vilom Pranayam, stay well twisted. To come back later on to experience those unginat benefits. Tones the spine, massages the abdominal organs, gives us a well sculpted body, broadens our shoulders, removes postural deformities, strengthens our joints, gives them suppleness. Reduces fat on the waist. And we return. Return inhaling. Return inhaling. And lie down completely in Shavasana, the corpse pose. Just completely relax. Lie down on your bed or your mat. Making any final adjustments that you may want to make with your clothes. Or your hair, and get your hands alongside the body. Feet are apart, toes are falling out. Make any final adjustments that you wish to make and then come into Kaya Sthiryam. Kaya is body, Sthiryam is stillness, stillness of the body. With closed eyes, take your mind's eye on the whole body, awareness on the whole body, from head to toes and toes to head. Allow your eyes to comfortably close and come down right into your breath and then your body, so that there is intensified awareness. The intensified awareness will relax and soften your mind. Feel the support beneath you. Making sure that the chin is rested into the chest, not too high. Don't press the back of the head too much on the floor or the mat. And connect with the ground below. Let it take your weight. Become aware of the sounds that you hear around you in your room, terrace, balcony, wherever you are. Near and distant, loud and soft, pleasant and unpleasant. Moving your awareness from sound to sound as if you have opened up the areas of your antenna. Notice the light or the shade, the air touching the surface of your body via your eyelids and via your skin. Sense the sky above, the earth below, and make an attempt to empty that mind of what it no longer needs to hold on to by increasing awareness on the sounds that you hear in the distances and near. Till you start dwelling within into Antarman, the inner silence. Antarman is silence which is not acquired by force but happens effortlessly when the mind is off from scattered thoughts and patterns. In the practice of antarmaum, inner silence, the awareness dwells within. The silence within. And that silence comes by keeping the mind occupied on either the breath और the sensations शरीर में होती हुई संवेदना. Keeping a thread of connectivity with our body, mind, inner silence, that is antarmaum, we start preparing to end today's session with no hurry at all by taking a sankalpa. A sankalpa is a wish or a resolution or a promise. It is said by Swami Satyanandji of Bihar school that anything in life can fail, but a sankalpa taken during a yoga nidra, after dedicating a pranayam and yoga practice, a session of that day to it, will never fail. So now let us all together make that wish or mentally say that resolution and repeat it 3 times mentally. A sankalpa, he says, never fails. And then visualize it manifesting and surfacing in your life. Let's now get ready to come out of Shavasana by collecting the legs, pointing the toes away, interlocking fingers up above the head in the lying down position as we lock the elbows, pulling our entire length of the body in opposite directions. It's called Yashtik Asana. Inhale, stretch, lengthen. Exhale, come back to normal. Inhale, stretch, lengthen, Yashtikasana. Exhale, come back to normal. Then bend the knees, feet are apart, drop them from side to side. It's called Shava Udarkasha Asana. Head turns to the opposite direction. And then bend a knee, turn to one side, bend the other, and come in the fetal position, like a fetus. Hug the knees, make a pillow of the other arm. Press the thighs into the abdomen. And then taking a little support of the floor, come up to sit. in any comfortable seated posture. Continue keeping eyes closed. Let's do a good round of palming now. Rub the palms, energize them with Urja. We being our own manufacturing factories of the Urja. Cap them on closed eyes. Open and close your eyes in darkness. And then slowly open your eyes, stroking the rest of your face, neck, arms, feet with full abundance. And then completely open the eyes. Hari Om Tat Sat.